Hi there, YouTube. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm Landon. I'm Landon Valeric. I live in the GTA, Canada. And you might ask, who are you? What do you do? Why are you here? Well, I'm nobody. I'm just a dad, just a husband. And what I'm doing here is trying to build myself into a better dad and a better husband. And how am I going to use YouTube to do that? Well, basically ever since my son was born, he's almost 2 now, you're not going to see much of him on his channel, and you'll probably never see his face. Same with my wife. She doesn't even have social media. But I've been, feeling like I'm in lack of purpose. I have a career. I have a life, a good life, honestly. But, there's something inside that, calls out to do more, to be more. And, through the last few years, I've been reading, I've been watching, I've been working on myself, and I would like to share those ideas here and kind of distill some of the points down of the things that I've been reading, the things that I watch, the things that I listen to, and try and help myself retain those points, those actions, those ideas better so I can implement them in my life and so that I'm not alone. And also to hopefully communicate with real people and help share those ideas, those thoughts, and hopefully actions that we all might take to make not just myself better, but to make others realize they can be better and get better with me. As a better father, as a better husband, in some cases, maybe you'd be a better wife, a better mother, a better friend, a more secure person. There's things we all struggle with. And it's not as easy to come to terms with those. I've tried for years now, since my son was born at least, to try to come to terms with some of the things that some of the walls that I've run up against in my own head over and over and over again about, what it means to be a person, what it means to be a man, to be a husband, to be a father, to be successful, how that acts or changes in this digital age, right? And doing it alone kind of works like you're in an echo chamber, because you're only hearing yourself and those people, podcasts, YouTube channels, and books that you read, with no way to communicate between people and bounce those ideas off of others. I find that only helps you go so far. One thing that I've actually noticed is when you begin talking about self-improvement and how you feel like you should be or could be a better person and how you want to grow, people get weird. They don't like to talk about it. Maybe it's because people are ashamed, or maybe they're self-conscious about who they are. I know I am. But maybe they look down on you because they think that self-improvement isn't something that we need to be working on. I've had that happen. I've experienced that in my life, and that's not a good feeling. I don't want anybody to feel that way. And so I think this channel is going to exist as an outlet for people to help work on themselves. So, a lot of brand new YouTube channels, they have trouble kind of finding their niche. It takes like 6 months, it takes a year, it takes something like that. I don't think I'm going to have that problem, because I'm coming to this first video with 0 editing experience, 0 equipment. I have my iPad, I have my iPhone, I have my AirPods, that's it. And, I'm just gonna be here talking. Later on, as we get through, into more videos and I become a little less self-conscious about it, I'll bring in maybe some books, read from a chapter, say my points, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll get a better mic. We'll see how that goes. But don't expect to see any fancy video. Don't expect to see much B-roll, if any. Don't expect to see any crazy effects or anything like that. This is meant to be real and raw. There probably won't even be many audio cuts, if any. But I'm looking forward to trying to have this outlet. And I hope that some people will join me and that we can all grow together. Because, I think especially in this day and age with so many distractions, where you can get sucked into your device for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours at a time. We need to still get that connection with people. And I know that connection in itself has changed. But what you see on social media, we know that isn't real. Like, we know that everybody's life is not exactly what they show it to be. And so I think you're going to get that here. You're going to get real, where, I'll talk to you about things that I think and fight with and struggle with, and, hopefully you'll be able to share with me later some more. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to get my thoughts together for my next videos. And so, once again, YouTube, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for listening. I know, this whole video was just me rambling on about a bunch of crap. But I think that's what this channel's gonna be. It's going to be a good outlet, I think. And I think it'll be relatable. So, with that said, have a good day, everybody. We'll see you next time.